Now let's start with the next JavaScript module. In this one, we will learn about JavaScript Fundamentals. And this one is code challenges, introduction. You know a bunch of JavaScript syntax, control flow, and functions. The best way to reinforce these skills is through practice. We have created a series of problems designed to use your JavaScript knowledge. We encourage you to review relevant lessons, look things up in the documentation, check out the hints and solution code if you get stuck, and most of all, have fun. The tasks provided are designed to be challenging. Throughout this code challenge, we will be running tests to check that the functions you write are working correctly. We will often provide some example code to test your function. We encourage you to write additional code to test your functions. To pass our tests, your functions will need to work as described in the prompt. This means your function may seem to be passing when you run it, but it will still fail the test because it doesn't run as expected in every situation. We are testing behind the scenes. Take special note of strings. Strings must be identical to that required to pass. Okay, let's see the instructions for our first code challenge exercise. Write a function, greet world. Your function should have no parameters and return the string hello world. Okay, we can do that this way. We will write function expression, but we can also use the function declaration. And let's see what they say in helpful notes. Your function can be a function expression or a function declaration. Notice that the prompt requires your function to return the string. It will not pass the test if the string is printed to the console rather than returned. Your code must return hello world exactly. The test will not pass with the following string variations. So use exactly this one. And let's continue. So const, we are creating the variable greet world. Your function have no parameters. Okay. Fat arrow, and we can do this on the single line, single block. So we are returning hello world with a comma in between. Write code to test your function. Even if we provide code to test your function, you should add further tests to make sure your function works correctly in all the specified situations. Okay, let's call our function. So we wrote a function expression and assigned it to the greet world variable, and we have no parameters in the function, and we are using the single line because we are just returning the string value hello world, and that's why we can omit the return keyword. Now let's run our code and see if everything is okay, and yes, it is fine. Pass the test. We can also console log our function, and let's see, and we got hello world. Okay, let's proceed to the next exercise.